Hello and welcome back to a very long overdue episode of Tech for Thought. I'm your host Swindy, and in today's episode we'll be covering virtual reality. Ooh, virtual reality. Virtual reality, or VR as it's commonly abbreviated to, is a computer environment aimed at mimicking a physical presence in a real-world place without the user actually having to be there. You can also use VR to experience fictional worlds in great detail, so imagine seeing one of your favourite worlds in real life. That's what VR aims to emulate. VR devices at the current time are primarily visual and audible experiences, displayed through a computer screen of some sort of special stereoscopic 3D display. Virtual reality can be traced back to as early as the 1860s, when 360-degree art was first starting to appear. Modern day VR is completely different to that of the 1860s, focusing on wearing a headset which contains screens and speakers to completely immerse you in whatever you fancy doing, and there are a variety of things which will be available. Believe you me, there's going to be no shortage of things to do. If you have heard the term VR before, the first thing likely to jump to your mind is the Oculus Rift, of course, but for those who are completely new to the virtual reality realm, I shall give you a quick 101 in VR to get you up to speed with some of the latest tech. Now, like I just mentioned, the Oculus Rift, it's basically a head-mounted display being developed by Oculus VR, featuring two screens, that's one per eye, and head tracking. This means you can use your head to essentially move around the in-game camera by turning around and just looking around it and move the camera in the game. This means you can add an extra sense of realism to first-person games such as Team Fortress 2, which happened to be the first game to support the Oculus Rift. If you're interested in the Oculus Rift, you can find links to it and all the other products I talk about in this video down in the description, so be sure to go check them out because they're very exciting stuff. Moving on to another great use of VR is the Virtuix Omni, if I've said that right. This aims to remove the restrictions that using the Oculus Rift on its own imposes. The fact that using only the Oculus Rift, you still have to use a keyboard and mouse and be sitting down in a chair ideally, because that's just how a keyboard and mouse works. Just imagine looking behind you and still having to have the keyboard and mouse in front of you. It gets a bit difficult. The Virtuix Omni, on the other hand, allows you to completely remove the mouse and keyboard from the game and sitting down. This is a standy-uppy thing. That's the best way I can put it at the moment. It's a standy-uppy thing. The right word is probably a harness and a little dome-shaped omnidirectional treadmill. That's the official term. Using the Virtuix Omni, the demo has already shown that they can play games such as Battlefield 4 using an Oculus Rift and a rifle. The demo video on their official YouTube channel shows the device in action. It's basically a guy holding a rifle on a little omnidirectional treadmill, the Virtuix Omni, using an Oculus Rift over his head, and he's just walking around playing Battlefield 4. It's so cool. The video of what I'm going to be talking about should be on screen, so hopefully you can get what I'm getting at here and see where I'm going. In my opinion, this is exactly what FPSs need to continue to be fresh and innovative, as some of the more popular franchises, cough, Call of Duty, cough, are already being considered stale by many. It's lost its fun and they need something new. So VR should provide another route of entertainment for some. But first-person shooters aren't the only franchise which will benefit from new VR technologies. Other first-person games like RPGs, for example Skyrim, can benefit from VR as well. Now, this leads on to the next technology quite well, because the Cyber Rift Virtualizer, combined with the Oculus Rift and a Wiimote, actually allowed the creator to, one of the guys at Cyber Rift, to play Skyrim in a way that has never been seen before. The video on screen should show you a demonstration of what the Cyber Rift Virtualizer looks like using the Wii Remote and the Oculus Rift. He's using the Oculus Rift to look around, the Wiimotes to fire arrows and cast spells, and the Cyber Rift Virtualizer to run around. Now, this new new level of immersion is a surefire way to improve gaming experience. Adding extra immersion and realism to games is often a good thing, and other games, like horror games, need that thing. So I'm also going to leave some links down in the description to horror games. I'm not going to show it now because a lot of the viewers that watch my videos like their sleep, they don't like horror games. So if you want to venture into the scary wilderness that is horror games, then I'll let you do that on your own terms. But for now, the links are down in the description. Virtual reality is a technology that shows lots of potential in my opinion, with technologies like the Star Trek holodeck becoming closer and closer every week. In my mind they are anyway. Just imagine being able to come home after a stressful day's work, walk in to a seemingly empty room, but transforms, and suddenly you're in the middle of paradise. Imagine you're playing Bioshock Infinite, let's say, because that's the game that's just come off the top of my head. Just being able to run around and then cast something and someone's on fire and there's electricity on the floor and just stuff happening that will never be able to happen in real life, most likely. It opens a massive avenue for games to go down that have not been explored before. So games that we can see that will be using VR will be, in my opinion, completely new and absolutely amazing. It's just a matter of time until we get to holodecks, really, in my mind, because the idea's there. You just got to get the technology and then someone will do it. I mean, there's a lot of Trekkies out there in high places. Someone will have to do it sometime. So it's not exactly like it's not going to happen, it's just a matter of time, like I said. But that pretty much concludes what I think of VR and what VR is. Now, in this section, I want to know your thoughts on virtual reality. Whether you like it, maybe you don't like it, maybe you're not quite sure. Just let me know what you think. I would love to have discussion with you down in the comment section. Some of your comments may also be featured at the end of next episode as well. So make sure to get your creative juices flowing. Let me know what possibilities you would like to see out there, maybe what games you will play with virtual reality technology. But thank you for watching, guys and girls. The gameplay on screen should be some World of Warcraft PvP. I say should be because my computer is not playing ball recently, so it might have just gone on a sprint and deleted all my footage. But for now, I shall see you next time. If you liked the video, don't forget to like. Same way, if you disliked it, please forget to dislike it. It just makes me feel better about myself. Just let me know in the comment what you think of the Tech Thought series and maybe some improvements if you've got any. If you don't want to miss future episodes though, be sure to subscribe and I shall see you next time.